Hi guys, Sean from My Hero Academia. Well, hello my friends and welcome back to All Ages of Geek TV, the place where you can find fandom positivity 7 days a week. Well, also because we stream on Twitch and everything. But what All Ages Geek stands for is uniting the geeks of all ages, no matter if you're 0 or 1,000,000 or even more than 1,000,000, so infinity, the infinity sign. Yes. Okay, so so I welcome you back to All Ages of Geek TV, and I welcome you back to Weeb Watchathon, where we are watching and sitting down together and enjoying My Hero Academia. So guys, as always, I get so excited for this series because of due to the reactions, and I also like how we're able to do this on the hub as well, because having this on the All Ages of Geek hub, we don't have to worry about copyrights and stuff. Why YouTube do you must do bad things to reactors. But anyway guys, last time we left off on My Hero Academia, we learned a lot about Bakugo and seeing how his rage legitimately takes over him. It's not just his pride. I realize it is not just his pride, it is also his rage. And that just like whoosh, whooshes over you, you know, legit just whooshes over you because you feel like you want to like take the boy, slap him silly over the head and say, come on, it's in maturity, in time, you and Deku will learn to be friends. Hopefully there is like some kind of issue that they go through and maybe Deku again saves his life, or maybe something they have like come to terms with each other and become friends. Because you know, I feel like they make really good friends if they just get us like put their differences aside, especially Bakugo. Not so much Deku, because I feel Deku is more accepting towards him and would like be there for him and just be like, okay, I understand. Let me try to understand the situation. While Bakugo is more like, I'm going to destroy you, your living essence and everything in between. But anyway guys, as always, this is the reaction on the All Ages of Geek Hub. If you would like to see our review, be sure to check it out on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/All Ages of Geek TV. But anyway guys, let's get reacting. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na. Phantom Positivity Keyboard, bless us and give us goodness. Let's get reacting. Here we go. Yes. Oh. Oh. Yeah! I've been up all night. Look how shook he is. He is so shaken by this. Oh my god.
I barely have time to teach a class. Shit.
Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh my god. Oh my god, but yo, what if like Bakugo goes like on the actual villain side?
That's all for today's treatment. Come back tomorrow, okay?
I love her. I want to be her. I need to be her.
Mr. Aizawa's probably gonna choke me with his
Oh my god.
When I was watching that ice guy, I realized I couldn't beat him in a head-to-head fight.
Oh.
All attack indoors was a foolish move.
Oh.
That was what that girl said. My attack was so stupid.
Oh my god, I feel bad.
Damn it.
Bakugo, don't be so hard on yourself.
Enjoy that win, Deku.
Oh.
Another. I'm just getting started.
Oh.
I'm gonna end up the #1 hero no matter what.
Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, we're in the city?
None of us were prepared for what was to come. All Might warned us about cunning villains.
Oh god.
And a few days
Villains!
we learned firsthand
Villains!
how terrifying they could actually be.
Did you see this, Joe?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh!
think will happen when the mighty symbol of peace
No! What?
is finally killed by the villains.
So, we might be wondering, why did Cat get emotional about Bakugo's scene? Some people might be thinking that Bakugo is just a jerk. That he's just like this person who's just an egotistical, like self-seeking, merit-gaining jerk. Well, it is true. He cares just about himself, but at the same time, He doesn't. Now, we have to review this too. I myself am that type of person who literally has that pride, who had that ego, who would do whatever she took to like make sure that she is successful. That is the type of person that I am, because that's how all Aries are. We're fire signs. Fire signs are all like that. So I can relate to Bakugo on a personal level because of how he was crying. So when you see a character cry like that, and it's not, you realize that his insecurities are boiling inside of him. He's realizing that throughout his entire life, he was praised. Now, I wasn't praised my entire life. I grew up with tough love, but at the same time, I had a huge ego. And my ego was so big that I had to humble myself to the point where it took me a long time to realize that there's more important things in life than just my own self-gain and self-merits. And like, it was really bad. So in that scene, personally, I took away from that. So I can relate to both Deku and Bakugo at the same time, because how Deku is picked on and bullied, and how Deku is like the person who's belittled. Like, I can relate to that on a personal level, but at the same time, I can relate to Bakugo. And the reason is because of that ego. He was crying. He was crying because, again, his insecurities are welling inside of him. It is exploding inside of him, and he is realizing that he's no longer number one. He grew up in that small town where everybody was praising him, like every single person was praising Bakugo. Until he realized and had to humble himself and say he actually has to humble himself or his pride's gonna take over him. He has to realize that there are gonna be people better than him. Something my mom has always told me is there's always gonna be people better than you. There's always gonna be people taller than you. There's always gonna be people richer than you. There's always gonna be people who are more successful than you. That's life. Like Deku said, we realize that not all men are created equal. We're born to be the same. We're born to be equal. But in reality, how society works, we are not equal. And that's okay. Because you have to learn and go to that point in your life when you have to realize that there is more important things out there than your own self-merit and your own self-gain. It's something hard. A lot of people struggle with it, especially Aries and fire sign. If you guys are an Aries, you know the struggle. Because personally, I can relate to that scene very well. That was young Cat. That was legit young Cat. That was even 2018 Cat, you know? Like, young Cat was like, not like young Cat, more like 2015 Cat. Throughout 2015, then it stopped in 2017, then it came back in 2018, but now I'm over it. Now I grew up, I matured. So personally, I took away from that scene. Another thing that I liked about this is how All Might is kind of admitting that it's hard to be a teacher, because it is. Like, he has to realize too, is like, this is the first time. Give him some credit. It's hard to be a teacher. It's hard to make sure that and regulate all your students to make sure that they are okay. You know, it's like you're being a full-time babysitter, but at the same time, you are teaching them lessons. So it's like, save the speech. Oh, I'm just walking away. And it's like Deku inspired him. Like Deku kind of like, they're like, in a way, like how All Might was like, what did you say to him? And Deku was in that heat of that moment, you know? He was in the heat of that moment and was saying to himself like, wow, like I don't even realize that I said that. Because he didn't realize he said that, which is funny because how Bakugo was just walking away and crying. But he cried, and that is something very important to take away. So I'm loving all the characters. I also love how it is also focusing on them and how they're introduced. It's using the whole show don't tell thing. It's like, instead of like saying this is this, this is that, this is that, this is that, they're showing you who they are through their quirk. They're showing you who each of these characters are through like their power. Something I personally take away from this series is that it is filled with heart. You know, it's filled with that so much heart that you feel it in your bones. You feel it in your heart, you know, in your own heart. And each one of you I know out there who loves My Hero Academia, you could take away something from this. You could say to yourself like, wow, I relate to that character, even that character, and that. No matter what character it is, you can relate to them because they're such an original cast. And I'm gonna guess that the villains are even very original. So something else that I took away from this too is how like All Might told somebody special to him. And that means he trusted that person. And whoever that person is probably gonna have a main importance in the series because he said he trusted him or her or whoever that close person is, like him, her, they, like whoever they are, like he trusts them. He put his trust within them. So overall, I'm excited but scared because whoever that person is, they know what the power holds. They know that the power of One for All, what it can do. So if they tell anybody, I know like the recovery girl probably, because she probably healed him all this time, like she obviously knows, but whoever knows, it's like something to hold. It's like, yeah, it's a burden for the person having that power, But at the same time, the people who know about it, it's also a burden to them because they could slip, they could say it. So with Deku, how he actually, in a way, he trusts Bakugo. Yeah, they're rivals now and everything, and like I like how it's like they're faded rivals, childhood friends, like what Uraraka said, like childhood friends turned rivals. That's hilarious because in a way it's like there's the ship right there. It's always a rival ship, but like it's saying to us like, wow, like they literally are going to. He told him, even though they're rivals, he told him because he trusts him. So instead of him saying like, I hate you now because like you treated me badly, or like, you know, how Deku is very overly emotional, but like, instead of him saying to Bakugo, oh, I hate you, he's saying, no, I'm just gonna beat you. I'm gonna train my hardest to beat you. But he respects him enough to tell him his secret. He never told anybody. Only All Might knows. He even tells Mom. So there's a bond between those two, and there always will be, even if they're like fated to be rivals. Now that the villains are coming into play, I am just afraid that Bakugo's pride is going to take the best of him, and they might try to influence him to get on their side. So hopefully he doesn't become a villain, you know? Like how they're hinting at his pride and how his ego is taking over. Like All Might is saying like, it's my job as a teacher to like make sure this doesn't happen, to make sure that like you turn out to be a good kid and a great hero. But the thing is, if he doesn't know how to do his pride, if he doesn't know how to control it, or his ego, bad things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. But anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed my review of My Hero Academia episode number 8. I absolutely loved it. Overall, I'm loving this series with every single episode that is thrown at us. There's a lot that we have to catch up on, and there is going to be 2 episodes every single week on the channel and also on the hub. And as you saw in the beginning, we did give you a little insight of what the reaction does look like. If you guys want to see the full reaction, be sure to check out the All Ages of Geek hub at allagesofgeek.com. It is a teaser website for our upcoming website that will be launching in the upcoming years, and this is where you can find our full reactions to it. But one thing that I did love about this episode overall is how Ida was the one that won. It's not favoritism for the main characters. The main characters have flaws. Even the main supportive cast has flaws, but Ida won. Ida is a good boy. I want to poop him on the nose, tell him everything is okay, and just tell him that he is awesome. But anyway, my friends, I hope you have an amazing day. You stay weird, you stay wonderful, you stay awesome, my friends, and until the next video, embrace your fangirl and your fanboy every single day. Bye, guys.